Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Welcome to Northtown News. I'm Marty Levinson.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
For the identity of the real Marty Levinson, stay tuned to the Northtown News Magazine.
Good. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, sweet hope, Chicago. 2 is 4, 4 4 6. Come on, baby, now get your business fixed. Come on.
Hey there, I am really Marty Levinson. Don't let anybody fool you. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host, Avi Myers.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Myers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org. We're real big on community policing, and as a matter of fact, the 24th District, despite limited manpower, is doing their best to make sure that we get the maximum amount of community policing meetings that they can handle. Sonny Hirsch's beat and I are both combined, but since they're next to each other, it's common concerns from Peterson to Pratt and from Kedzie to Ridge. You've seen Provis over the summer. You ought to go there. It's the second Thursday of every month. It's at 7 o'clock. You can go to caps24.org, which is a website that Sonny runs as chairman of the District Advisory Committee of the 24th District. Please check it out. We have 11 people coming today. We're wind up doing 5 shows. One of them, and only one, is a new guest. And he was foolish enough to ask me to speak, so I am smart enough to invite him and return the favor. And we're talking about I believe the founder and the guy who runs the CEIDC PAC, which is the Committee to Elect Illinois Democratic Candidates. Todd Schweich. Todd, how you doing?
Hi, great. Thank you very much.
Good, thanks. And let's get the wire over there.
Okay.
Anyway, tell us about the PAC.
Well, the Committee to Elect Illinois Democratic Candidates is a partisan Democratic political action committee. However, we are not partisan slated candidates. What we do is we create awareness for slated and non-slated candidates, and we allow the citizens of Illinois to make their own assessments.
It's pretty cool. And you know what? One of the things that really struck me, besides for the fact that you were foolish enough to ask me to speak, and thank you, is that you have a very unique setting that's very attractive, unlike so many. So basically it sounded like, you get together and there's an hour and you're actually like footing people to free food and drinks.
Yes.
Okay, then they have to suffer through an hour and a half of speakers, but a really interesting group of speakers. I mean, as a matter of fact, the week before we're filming, you had people like Dorothy Brown and Dr. Patricia Van Pelt-Watkins. I mean, you've had a number of very, very interesting people, from all different walks of life and from different branches of the party and even from the regular world.
Absolutely.
I know Desmond Clark, the Bears tight end is another one.
Yep.
So you know what, people get to hear the various speakers, and then there's another hour of free food and drinks.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's a very hard thing to top.
Well, we're very, it's the people that come and speak are the draw, though.
Yeah.
We've been very fortunate to have speakers come on, like yourself, Senator Patricia Van Pelt-Watkins, or the future senator,
yeah,
as well as Alderman Bob Fioretti, Alderman Walter Burnett Jr., the Honorable Appellate Court. He will be the Appellate Court Justice Jesse R. Reyes.
Great guy.
Yeah, he's we're definitely a huge supporter of his.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Congressman Danny Davis.
Danny Davis will be there. Commissioner Larry Rogers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And by the way, for those of you who don't know, the guest before when we were filming was Jesse White, who's going to do his best to make it in the near future also.
Yep.
So it's a very attractive type venue. Now, you're at 228 South Racine at the Union Sports Bar and Grill.
Yes.
And it's all free. Mm-hmm. And that's very, even though I don't have a car, I know exactly how to get there. Basically, I'm just going to take the L and connect on the Blue Line, get off at the Circle exit, and I'll be about 2 blocks away.
Absolutely, yeah. And the thing about the Union Park Sports Bar and Grill is that they have a huge parking lot in the back. So there's even free parking there as well.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I remember when I used to have to go to, in the old days when we did the show, I went to Helix, which was right there,
Right.
basically, and if I couldn't find a space in their lot, I was sunk. We used to get all our tape there. Now everything is so digital, it's wonderful.
Okay.
So anyway, that's a pleasure. Now you actually, and we'll get back to the PAC, you actually have to work for a living though. So
Yes. Yeah.
And by the way, it's a very interesting profession. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I have a software company up in Northbrook, Illinois. However, my forte is assisting very early stage Israeli startup, technology startups go to market. A lot of people don't realize that a number of your new technology companies in Silicon Valley, Austin, Texas, New York, and the Boston area, because those universities in those areas have very strong IT programs. A lot of those companies actually incubated out of Tel Aviv, Israel.
Wow.
So when they first come to the States, I'm kind of like a hired gun to get them their first 5 to 10 Fortune 500 customers.
Wow.
So the customers that I will go after, I have relationships at American Airlines in Dallas, Progressive Insurance in Cleveland. So what I do is I go after trying to sign license transactions or license deals for those early stage Israeli companies in terms of getting those top names on their marquee.
That is very cool stuff. Very cool stuff, no question about it. And good luck with that. I know that you sent me a thing about an Israel conference that on the West Coast.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be flying to Los Angeles every year. There in Los Angeles, it's called the Israeli Conference, where approximately 50 of your top Israeli-based technology companies are in Los Angeles for 2 days, presenting their software/technology as well as building relationships. And that's a conference I never miss, and I'll be leaving there on a red eye. I think Wednesday the 30th. The conference is the 31st and the 1st.
Yeah, you sent me the link to YouTube. As a matter of fact, you had a friend, Todd, on Facebook, where we discovered each other. And I'll let you plug all the Facebook stuff. Because he sent me like the link to the YouTube thing, and that sounds like an absolutely amazing conference.
Absolutely, it is.
No, it's very cool. So anyway, let's get back to how long ago did you start CEIDC PAC?
I started, it's kind of funny, I started CEDIC as a result of going to a fundraiser that was being thrown by Judge Cynthia Ramirez. And as a result of meeting 12 candidates there who asked me to support them, I decided that perhaps I'll throw an event for them. Well, as a result of that, I found out that I had to form a political action committee.
Ooh.
Well, in January is when we started CEIDC, and within 4 months, we have had major traction.
It's only 4 months?
Only 4 months. We've accomplished in 4 months what some PACs have not accomplished in 3 years.
Trust me when I tell you he is really popular on the web. I mean, for the event that's coming up next Monday, the list of people, within like minutes of when he put the thing up, there's already like lots of people already saying, yeah, I'm going to make it. And then there's a whole bunch of, there's little fewer maybes, but everybody's responding real quick. I mean, it sounds like, oh, wow, he's doing it again. This is cool. And you do it almost every Monday.
Every Monday. Matter of fact, this will be we're going to take a break because of the Memorial Day holiday. And one of the things that we're working on as well is actually a huge event with Candace Jordan, as well as Barbara Bates, as well as Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Ronald McDonald House. And that will probably be in the late summer because we're hoping to draw 1,000 people for that event. So you can imagine something of that magnitude takes a lot of planning.
That would take a lot of planning, and as it is, you were telling me you can getting 200 people is not unusual.
No. Well, there'll be 200 people there this Friday. This Monday night, the 21st.
Which is pretty amazing because some people could work for 20 years and not get 200 people unless it's bystanders to a shooting that accidentally happened next door. So, I am off the wall. That's why you guys watch. I know. If people want to contact you?
Yeah, sure. They can just look me up on Facebook, and although my
And
name.
by the way, the
yeah,
spelling is under your name, so don't worry about
spelling-
it. It's SWEICH.
I wish it was that easy. S is in Sam, C is in Charlie, H is in Henry, W is in Whiskey, E is in Edward, I is in Indigo, C is in Charlie, H is in Henry. And although it's pronounced Swish, it's spelled a different way.
I apologize for blowing it. I'm glad you said that because I could have had the name wrong under your title when I edit later. So I will make extra super sure I cut and paste off Facebook and put it on
I
the
appreciate
thing
that.
underneath.
No problem.
So anyway, hit him on Facebook. And hey, we only met in the last week and we're already pretty friendly. And
Absolutely.
we know lots about each other. And this guy's a really go-get-him networker. And as you guys know, it's like I'm really big on the whole networking thing. Anyway, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you,
and I
sir.
appreciate your coming. All the
My
best.
pleasure's all mine.